This is how I feel at this very moment. Like a fish in an aquarium. This is me. This is me. This is me. Quite weird this morning, as you can tell. Good morning, everybody. I have just woken up, slept a little bit too long. A lot longer than I should have. Well, maybe not longer than I should have, but it is the middle of the afternoon. I gotta figure out what to do today. What am I gonna do? Cat, I'm feeling strange. I think I'm just gonna go with it. Getting my batteries charged for 50 days from now. Yeah, it's a little bit early, but it's a weird day. Should be out working today, but it is such a weird day. I figured, why not come get a car wash, charge my car, go find other things that are weird around my local area. You know, car washes themselves, they're weird. Very weird. Some of the craziest things you see on the way to getting your charge is advertisements like this, where the building themselves are the advertisement. Now, if they only had EV charging here, I would probably get an ice cream. Also, on the way to any of the chargers in the area, I find it really odd that you could just be driving down the road and end up in an African savanna. Don't need to go to the zoo. No, there's animals here. Just out in the savannah. And just part of this shopping district. You can see zebras, giraffes, a whole slew of stuff. It's actually a putt-putt golf course, but I don't think anybody even knows it's here because there's no giant volcano, there's no craziness. It's just like a side of the road type thing. You know, and it's all hidden by like savanna grass. There's no signs, no anything. It just looks like a statue, a zoo full of African statues. You wouldn't even be able to tell there was a golf course here. It's kind of weird. Okay, it's not the weirdest thing. This is actually weird. You can see these driving all over town. They are road ready and people do drive them. It's very strange to see driving down the road, and we have other vehicles such as this. Some of them have giant mice on them, not Mickey Mouse mice, just like exterminated mice. Looks like something you'd find in the Keys, but you could find it here in Kissimmee, Florida. Well, they consider it Orlando. We're really in Kissimmee though, and that's weird, right? That's weird. But wait until you get a load of our gift shops. They're weird. Now, Disney was built here in 1971, I believe, is when it opened. And that's when this road kind of took effect. And there's still a lot of businesses that are around from that time period. This just happens to be one of them. The Magic Castle gift shops. There's a few of these around town with the same theme and the same wizard. There's also some that don't have the wizard, but they have different things, such as animals and stuff on them, but they all sell the same exact stuff. If they blindfolded you, took you into one store, and then blindfolded you again, took you into a different store, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It's very odd. It's odd, right, wizard? Right? At that. That's more impressive than the wizard. Something else that's weird. There's a shopping buggy next to the chargers. Why is there a shopping buggy next to the chargers? But what I find weird, when you're charging at 350 kilowatt machines, you only are getting 51 kilowatts. When you only have 18% charge, it should be up there in the high 70s. What's up, Electrify America? Because I know my adapter's working perfect. That's weird. It has just definitely been a strange day. Strange video, zero content. Just a strange day. I hate waking up in the middle of the afternoon. It's like you wake up and you think, oh my God, I overslept. What am I supposed to be doing today? It's already the next day. But it's like, you think it's a day ahead. You think, oh my God, I overslept throughout the night and overslept all day long, and it's already night and day again. I'm just having that weird feeling in my noggin, like I'm missing something. Something else just weird just happened. I'm at a Nissan dealer. I charged up over there and I wanted to get up to 100, but I can't because these chargers are being used by a manager at the moment, charging up their car. But when I was walking over looking and trying to figure out if I could unplug the other car and plug mine in for a little bit, I can't because it's locked in over there, because the manager said I could do it, but I didn't. But this is what's weird. So this Tesla right here is about $7,000 cheaper than my Nissan LEAF. And the salesman just came out and said, hey man, we could do a swap, and this car, if you get this car, it will totally zero out what you owe on your LEAF. And I thought about it. Oh my God, did I think about it? Okay, man, you start walking around cars and salesmen just come out like crazy. But yeah, I mean, I would do it, but I need to do this road trip. People have been putting money in my account for me to do this trip. I have to do the adapter trip and to see if the Nissan LEAF can do the 6,000 miles in 11 days. Then when I come back, who knows? I may do it or not. The LEAF may be the perfect car. Obviously not the perfect car for battery cooling management, but because we have the adapter for the CCS, we have the adapter for the Tesla, that means, I mean, I can charge with the CCS adapter at Magic Dock Tesla superchargers. I could charge at all the destination chargers. I could charge at all the 1772s. I could charge at CHAdeMO. I could charge at all the CCSs. So the Nissan LEAF can charge pretty much everywhere. That makes it almost worth keeping. The only bad thing at the moment, where it used to be, the CHAdeMO used to be bad, but because we now have the adapter, that's gone. That worry's gone. The only bad thing now is the battery getting hot. If we can figure a way around that, if some company can come up with some cooling system that goes around the battery, the Nissan LEAF could end up being the perfect car. I don't know if it's worth trading up to a Tesla. As a matter of fact, I don't think it is. I think the Nissan LEAF is probably better than a Tesla. At the moment, anyway. That's kind of weird to say. Something else that's weird is swamps. Swamps are weird. So the day started weird. I'm not going to kid you. It started weird. Started me just waking up and feeling that weirdness in my head. Really didn't even accomplish anything today, which is extremely weird. You know, my whole way of life is extremely weird. There's a cat in the window staring at me. That's weird. She's weird. Luckily, I'm luckily naked person in the plant, which is weird. The day's over, which is fine. I got to charge, got to use the adapter, Got to explore around town a little bit in my Nissan LEAF, CHAdeMO style. Well, CCS style actually, because of the adapter. But the day's over, and so is this video. Thanks for tuning in to a really weird, non-cohesive video. Honest, I'm just feeling strange today. I know that in just a few weeks I'm gonna be embarking on this journey, and I'm a little bit worried about it, just because I only had one charge today, the one you've seen in this video. The temperature outside is 87 degrees. It's pretty cool. But my battery temp is up to 133 degrees, which on the built-in thermometer on the car, it's showing it's right at the first red line. So if I tried to charge again right now, after just one charge, and this has never happened before, it would be super slow and probably not good for the batteries. Probably need to hunt me down a 1772 and do some AC charging, which makes me wonder, is the trip even possible? Most of the time I could charge 3 times a day, fast charge. This has never happened before, where I just went running around, went to Walmart, got a new plant, got a broom and a rake, go do a little bit of running around, and then go for my first charge, and the battery's already hot. And it's pretty comfortable today. You know, yeah, it's almost 90 degrees out, but it's not so much, it's no worse than it has ever been. It's right around the same that it's always been. It's really strange that the battery is this warm today. Man, this trip is going to be crazy. We'll just have to see. I got 11 days to do it, so if I have to let the battery cool for a day, I'm going to have to let the battery cool for a day, whether it's in Texas, Oklahoma, Arizona, or somewhere. I'm going to have to let it cool. So that's just the way it's going to be. It's something. If anybody wants to help out with this trip, who knows? I got enough of you have helped out enough to where I got at least 2 nights in a hotel, in a cheap hotel along the way. I could probably pull off 2 nights, and that would let the battery cool down. But if anybody wants to help out, there is a PayPal link in the description below. And also, if anybody wants to check out these adapters from Sixpence EV, formerly A Crane, there'll be that link in the description also. I cannot figure out the adapters are amazing, but somebody now needs to come out with some sort of way to cool the battery on hot days like this. You know, some sort of fan that just kind of drifts across the battery, keeps it cool, whether you're charging or just parked in a parking lot, because that asphalt from the bottom keeps that battery hot and doesn't allow it to go anywhere. There needs to be something that we can connect to that battery to start keeping it cool. I'm going to talk to Sixpence and see. I mean, they're creating everything else, adapters, charging to home thing, units, and all this other stuff. I think next would be that we need to get them to create something to start cooling these batteries down. As a matter of fact, once I'm done with this video, I'm firing off an email. Let's see if we can get something like that going. Maybe an electric leaf blower type thing that you can just press a button under your hood and it just fires it up and just blows air across it while you're charging. Something. They gotta create something. Until the next time, thanks for tuning in on this weird day. This thing's freaking me out, man. It's freaking me out. Peace, everybody.